I would avoid. I don't know, guys. I think it's completely overpriced. And that the zipper is just, it just doesn't work on a bag like this. But I find the Balenciaga 35 to be a lot lighter than the Birkin 35. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jess. If you love shopping and handbag videos, please like and subscribe to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about a few bags that I would not recommend personally, just from my experience, things I've seen from other YouTubers, friends, my own experience. And let me know, guys, are there certain bags that you wouldn't recommend either? Because I think it's good to like share cons about bags, so just in case you're tossing up whether you should get it or not, you can be aware of maybe the problems you may face if you buy this bag. First bag is anything from Saint Laurent or Dior with black hardware. Now, I don't have much experience with Louis Vuitton black hardware or even Loewe black hardware. I've never really seen it chip, but I can guarantee you guys that Saint Laurent black hardware, the way they make it at the moment, it will chip. So if you hate your bag to look scratched up, if you don't want hardware to have lines through it, I would not get black hardware, because honestly, this is nothing that the brands can fix either. Saint Laurent cannot paint black paint right over the hardware again. I mean, maybe if you took it to a local bag spa, they could do something, but I don't know. It's a very like niche thing to be able to fix black hardware. And I've noticed, especially on some of those envelope bags and wallet on chains, because the YSL logo has these little like dots on the end, they are the first to tend to wear out, and then it shows the silver underneath and it just looks old faster. Silver hardware tends to look better for longer, and gold, but black, it just doesn't look as good when it's chipped. That's the first thing I wouldn't recommend. Second thing is, think anything from Gucci in like the mock pigskin is something that I would avoid. I don't know, guys. I think it's completely overpriced. Gucci have been making their Dionysus recently in calf skin, and I've made a video on this before, and actually Tanner Leatherstein recently did a video where he got a Gucci wallet that looked like pigskin, and then he revealed the top layer and realized it was embossed to look like pigskin, but it was actually calf skin. So a lot of the Gucci bags have this really thick coating on top of it, which makes it more durable. But if you're somebody who is really into the feel of like more of a natural grain or something that is not heavily treated, I wouldn't recommend Gucci bags, because a lot of them are embossed to look like pigskin, but they're actually calf skin, which I feel like pigskin is usually seen as a cheaper, greater leather as well. But because a lot of Gucci's vintage bags were made in real pigskin, I guess they're trying to replicate that vintage vibe. And I understand why they are embossing their bags to look like pigskin, because, you know, a lot of cultures don't eat pork, and so they would not be able to sell as many bags if they made them in pigskin. I just think that it's like a bit of a silly thing that they did there. So yeah, I kind of wish that they just stuck to the natural grain of the calf skin, but let me know, guys, if you find this kind of a weird thing that they're doing as well. I would not recommend anything Vanity Case shape, although it is extremely cute. I've owned a few Vanity Case style bags and they are just so annoying to open and close. So I had the Vanity PM from Louis Vuitton. I just find that the zipper is just, it just doesn't work on a bag like this. It is just so cumbersome to open and close. Same with the Cans bag. It is just a really annoying closure. Same with like any of those mini Chanel vanity cases. I know they are super popular, but with Chanel's pricing now especially, and just even the quality of these bags, I've seen on TikTok, some of the a lady showed us the CC falling off one of these vanity bags, and yeah, it's just, I wouldn't recommend it personally based on the price, and also the inconvenience of this zipper style is extremely annoying to open and close. I think a flap bag is probably more convenient if you're going for Chanel. And from Louis Vuitton, maybe just stick to the actual makeup bags like the Nice bag, and, you know, just have them on your vanity, because like this actual zip style is not the easiest or most convenient thing to use. I also wouldn't necessarily recommend, although I've not had much personal experience, but I was watching Dow's Addiction and Mel and Melbourne. They shared their sequin baguettes. I noticed that both of them had issues with the sequins falling off, and this is something that crossed my mind as well, because there was a stage where I was very tempted to get like a mini sequin bag. Actually, a few YouTubers got like the micro sequin baguette, and I thought it was really cute as a party bag, but I was worried the sequins would fall off, which is why I ended up getting like, you can not compare this to Fendi, guys, but I ended up getting this hedgehog bag. So, you know, it was $200, so it's got sequins. They haven't fallen off, but I was always worried that the sequins would fall off, and Fendi is a whole different price point. So I personally, like, if you were to ask me, should I get a Fendi sequin baguette, just based on what I've seen from other YouTubers like Mel, who had to get hers fixed, and Dale, I would say probably if you care about babying, like, it just seems like a bag you have to baby, and for that price point, like, Fendi baguettes are not cheap, guys. Like, they're really expensive. I personally wouldn't recommend it if you don't want to go through the hassle of fixing the sequins, but I know a lot of people collect the sequin baguettes, so, you know, who am I to say? But I personally, it's not something I would go for, just because that completely would turn me off buying the bag. Anything from Balenciaga, guys. I know no one's really been talking about it lately, but do not forget about that campaign, okay? That was an extremely disturbing campaign, and I know it's going to take about a year for people to start buying Balenciaga again and being alright with it, but we really need to consider Kering brands in general. Saint Laurent, Gucci, McQueen, like, they're all under Kering Group. Like, fashion is not as it seems, and I just want to say you have to be wary of people behind the scenes and some of the creepy things that happen and some of the subliminal messages we might be exposed to. So if you really were against that campaign, I would also question other Kering brands as well and buy with caution, because honestly, you don't really want to support a brand that has sick ideas like that. And Balenciaga for me is a complete no-no now. Like, after that, like, I don't know about you guys, I was so disturbed after that campaign. It's just, the ideas behind it was so gross. So I just would never buy a Balenciaga bag again after that, unless, I don't know, they'd have to completely rebrand themselves, change the creative director, change the whole direction of the brand, maybe go back to like Cristobal Balenciaga's heritage or whatever, to just, yeah, erase that memory. But I would not recommend buying Balenciaga just based on their values. I just don't think I would put thousands of dollars towards their bags. And I don't think their bags are really anything to brag home about. I mean, the motorcycle bag back in the day, I could see the appeal of that. That was a really cool bag, but a lot of their recent designs are just really uninspiring to me anyway. So that's my personal opinion on that. And lastly, I would not recommend, to be honest, anything from Hermes that is extremely heavy. So, for example, sometimes if you go for a bigger bag, like a Birkin 35 in Clemence leather, that is just something I would not recommend, because that literally is so heavy to carry around. I mean, the Birkin 35 maybe in a lighter leather, like Togo or even a box calf or something would be fine, but Clemence leather in like a Kelly 35 or a Birkin 35, it honestly just feels like you're carrying around like a boulder. Like, it just ruins the whole experience of carrying the bag. And I've even tried on a shoulder Birkin before. It was so heavy, guys. Like, it looks really cool. It's a really cool collector's piece, but I personally wouldn't recommend Hermes bags that are too big in heavy leathers. I do love a big bag. To be honest, guys, I do have a Clemence leather Bolide 35, but I find the Bolide 35 to be a lot lighter than the Birkin 35. I don't know why that is. Maybe there's more leather. I mean, the Birkin's probably wider and has more hardware, but I found that the Clemence leather Birkin 35 was just so heavy that I wouldn't use it. So yeah, I know it's kind of cool to have big bags right now, but be wary of the weight. If the bag is not made in like a lightweight leather, you might just find you don't reach for it. And that goes for actually all bags from all brands. Like, there are a lot of beautiful big bags, but they're just too heavy to carry. So yeah, that's what I'd say about that. But anyways, guys, thanks for listening to my video today. Let me know what bags you wouldn't recommend either. That's just my personal opinion. So anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys on my next one. Bye!